Anybody who ever comes in here, I do hope that you have had a pretty good day. It's not been too troubling. Not been too troubling it being a Monday. I know how Mondays can run. Very disturbing sometimes, but they can also be good days. So hope you've had a good day. I know the stream is running earlier than what I normally run, but it's so that we can have more time to seriously talk and have some fun. It catches up. By the time we really start rolling, the time comes to end, and that gets to be a little disappointing. So, hello, Grandpa. We have missed you the last few days.
Well, I missed you too. I haven't been feeling well.
Oh, well, that explains that.
You know, cold, hot.
I'm doing okay, Joy. Hope you're doing okay too. Hello, Luna. She says, "Where's my kiss, Grandpa?" She said my name.
Good kisses. Can I have a kiss?
Luna, give me kisses, baby. Give me kisses.
Oh, dear. Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Luna. Hello, Anthony. How you doing today, buddy? I hope they've gone for good, Joy. It's painful. It's very painful. Yes, I am, Julian. I'm kind of hoping that by doing an early stream, we've got time to really get into some good conversations and not worry about the time. I'm not going to run early like this every day, though. I'm only going to do this like on Mondays and Fridays, but I want to have time to be able to enjoy Grandpa's streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Dylan's on Saturday.
Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
Hey, I tell you what, I enjoy being on other people's chats. I end up missing so many of yous.
Good to see everybody.
Just out of pure question, though, Joy, what makes you think that the trolls are completely gone? What makes you think that they've left? Because I need to know for sure that they've gone. I don't want any more trouble ever again. I mean, that's not what the channel is about, you know? Hello, Marie.
Hello, Marie.
It's been a while.
Hello, Marie.
Well, who knows? Maybe something happened, or maybe they're just watching you, but hopefully they have finally gone to their own ways. I really do. Me and Dylan, and I believe even Terry prayed about this because it's been too hard. So hopefully this is God taking care of everything. It's not fair for anybody to be picked on just because we support certain people. No, I'm not upset with you, Joy. I would never be upset with you. I'm just being cautious because I tell you what, I mean, I'm not going to run tail, you know? I'm not that kind of a person, but I don't want people to be chased off either. So no, I'm always going to love you, woman. I love you to pieces. And I still would love to see you and your hubby in your home. I would love to take a tour of your house. I love your house. That's really the best way to do it, and that's what I've been doing. I've just been trying very much to avoid anything to stir any pots. Well, it's doing okay. Oh, I don't care if your house needs cleaning, Jay. My house is worse than yours, guaranteed. But yeah, I'm still working on my diet. I've not quit that one bit. Yeah, we want to keep peace, for sure. Like I said, my channel isn't about drama and trauma. It's all about making videos and having wonderful friends. Hey, all right, Joy's eyes are getting better. She can see her own nasty house. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Did you like the painting? I know. I'm proud of her.
Good for her.
That woman's going to be passing me up before I know it, and that is perfectly all right. I want to see everybody grow so fast.
Well, I bet she
I'll
passes
just
me up
not
as well.
following behind everybody. That'd be fine with me.
She'll go past me too, and that's okay.
So you hadn't been feeling very well, huh, Grandpa?
No, I get the organic subscribers, as they call them. I'll get 2 or 3 a week.
Hmm.
But that's okay.
I know we was talking about you yesterday. We was really missing you. If Terry comes in, she'll be very happy to see that you're here and okay.
Yeah, the change in the weather really bothers me.
Well, thank you, Joy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. I finally broke 36. 441. It's a beautiful number.
Well, one of these days I might break 1100.
It can happen. Might even be by the end of this year. New numbers for everybody. New milestones. Yeah. Yeah, like it's not unusual for me to get stuck at a certain number. That's the story of my life. I get stuck at a number in weight loss. I get stuck in a number on YouTube. But yeah. I went on Dream Reavers yesterday on her secondary channel, and she's only got like 36 or so subscribers on her second channel, and she ended up including me 18 visitors overall. in the 3 hours he ran. So that was pretty good for having a tiny second channel.
Well, I've been all over YouTube today.
It doesn't seem like that long ago to me, Julian. But for me, like I can look at a channel, or not a channel, but a video that I had done on my weight loss that was like at day 200, and it feels like it was just a couple weeks ago. It was a very good live stream. Very good live stream. I'm tickled with how it's working for her. As much as we would like to grow rapidly, I think it works a lot better if we grow slowly. And as I like to keep telling Terry, the ones who unscribe are the ones who doesn't belong in our channel.
Well, I can tell you from experience that if you do what they call fishing, where you go from channel to channel, about 90% of them people unsubscribe from you afterwards.
Yeah, it's similar to the sub for sub, and it just don't work. Even if YouTube didn't have a problem with it, it still doesn't work because it's on falseness. People are just subscribing for the favors, and if you don't like the content, you're not going to watch, and then you're not doing them any good. I know a lot of times a person will subscribe to me and ask, I hope that you subscribe back. And like, I'll go and I'll look at their channel, but if I don't like their content or not interested, I just won't. Even if that's what they was hoping for. I don't want to be unfair to them and just be sitting there, you know?
What's that you say? Huh? What? What's that? Luna wanted me to tell everybody that she has a new video out.
Luna doesn't even mess with her channel. She's a character.
She has paws on. I imagine one day Luna's channel will be bigger than mine.
There's a chance. There's this husky. This woman's got a channel just on her husky, and I love watching that big boy. And he's got over 1 million subscribers. But she puts in subtitles for him so that it really makes it look like he's talking. And honestly, the way that he expresses himself, you'd think he was really saying what she puts in there.
What?
Now, I know that she's not very old, but I tell you, she still looks like a puppy in a way.
She acts like a puppy.
Yeah, she probably never will grow up, not until she's too old to be young. She's got such beautiful eyes, though. I love her face, even her tongue. I love that dog.
She's a beautiful girl.
Yes, she is.
I love her. Yes, I do. I love her. Oh, peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Almost like, what are you doing?
Here comes. Get you. Get you. Get you. Get you.
You're getting her all happy now. The dog's going to start pumping before we know it.
Oh no. Ow! Ow!
I know. Hey, this old helmet, how you?
And yes, I always have the flag. Always.
Yeah, I know that dog. She's overwhelming. She's down here at my feet asleep. Her best spot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Huh.
Get it. Get it. Get it.
It is being a little bit quiet, but it's not our volume. Hard to tell. Hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Yep, I love him too, Julian. I figured that you would have seen the shout outs anyway, Terry.
Ow! Ow!
I guess I shouldn't assume anything, but that's the reason why I give the times on the shout outs for everybody to see. But yep, Grandpa hadn't been feeling well. That's the reason why he had been AWOL or missing in action, whichever we want to put him.
No,
Can't
I
say he went AWOL. He was just MIA.
no, I prefer AWOL instead of missing in action.
Okay.
That could mean I'm a prisoner of war or something, you know?
That's true. Yeah, I know. I know you don't, Terry. I guess I'll go on ahead and start typing in for you whenever I go live or somebody's on. That way you don't miss it. No, sure can't forget the kitty cats. I tell you what, they're special felines. Forgive me, girl.
Uh-oh. Come on up, Terry. Say hello to my little friend.
Maybe this is your time to come up here, Julian. I know I didn't reach 1,000, but it's still open to you. Well, I'm sure working on it. I'm sure working on it. So, has anybody got anything to say about how their day went?
Catherine.
Now, I haven't done any trivia or anything like that for some time. I didn't like the website that I had gone on. For the questionnaires, it seemed like they were mostly European set, and that didn't go very well. Okay. Grandpa said hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? You want to say hi?
Catherine.
You hear
Here,
that?
kitty.
Grandpa's saying hi. You going to say hi? You want to say hi?
Luna, there's a kitty. Hear that?
There, she said hi.
Amy.
Well, that sounds like you're pretty comfortable, Julian. Yeah, Grandpa.
A while back, you tagged me in some questions. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind if I read them on your live stream?
Sure, go for it.
Because I prefer things doing them live than I do videos.
Ain't no problem with that.
All right, thank you. Question number 1 was favorite Halloween movie. I'd have to say Friday the 13th. Number 2 was apple or pumpkin pie. Pumpkin for sure, hands down. And the third was, would you prefer a Halloween party or a haunted house? Haunted house for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go see the Winchester Mansion.
Well, good. We'll pick you up on the way. We'll have to go plumb east north, but we'll pick you up and we'll take you with us because that's where we're heading.
Well, Luna will have to come.
Luna will be fine.
Okay,
We'd love her company.
she'd find the ghosts.
I'm sure.
Okay, and number 4 was, where do you prefer to get a pumpkin? Store, pumpkin patch, pumpkin patch. Because most of the pumpkin patches here also have apple orchards, so you can do both.
Oh, cool.
And get hot cider. Favorite fall scent? Pumpkin spice. Favorite fall drink? Hot Dr. Pepper. Have you ever had that?
Nope.
Do you like Dr. Pepper?
I'm not keen on it.
It's pretty good. And it says, which do you like best, Halloween or Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. Most loved pumpkin-based food, pumpkin pie. Corn maze or haunted hayride? Haunted hayride. Yeah. Favorite candy to eat at Halloween? Reese's Cups. Favorite childhood fall memory? Running in the leaves.
Absolutely. That's my best one.
Favorite Thanksgiving food? All of it. I guess if I had to choose, it would be the turkey. Sweater or scarf? Sweater. Wool socks or slippers? Wool socks. Favorite fall tradition? Staying warm.
That's my tradition too.
We're getting down in the 30s here already.
Wow. Hello, Nils of Interest. How you doing, girl?
Hello,
I kind of
Neil.
figured it was a little cold on you, Grandpa. You wearing that jacket.
Yeah, I mean, it's 68 degrees in here, and that's still too cold for me today. I'm chilled to my bones.
I chill very easily like that. I probably would be wearing some kind of a sweatshirt as well.
Come here. Come. All right, come on. I'll give you a treat. Come on. Come on. There you go.
How's that wrist? Is it doing any better? Seems like you're able to start working with your left hand again.
Catherine. You want this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Awesome. That is great to know. I'm still yet to watch your latest work. I'll probably be able to get to that tomorrow.
Catherine. I hear ya.
Hey, I always like keeping up on my besties.
Mom.
That's my girl.
Did you hear that, Luna? She said, Mom. Why don't you talk to me? Huh? Why don't you tell me something?
She says, I tell you with my tongue, learn to read it.
Luna, talk to me. Tell me something. Tell me. Oh, I see you're thinking. I see you're thinking. Yeah. What are you thinking about? Huh? What are you thinking about? I think you ought to put your tongue in. There you go. What's up there? What's up there? Huh? What's up there?
Hello, JC.
What's up, JC? How you doing?
She is a cute dog. She's a sweet. This must be a good time for you, Nell of Interest, because usually it's pretty late. How's those birds carrying on? Are they being quiet or are they cackling at you? Oh, did they? They're smart birds, I tell you. What kind of birds have you got? Well, for anybody who's interested, there's the link if you want to come up on the screen. Anybody's more than welcome. This is such a silent stream compared to everybody else's stream. Terry's just needing to have a little bit of a rest. she's going to take a break off of YouTube for a little while. She said that she's been just overly stressed out. And I've been able to tell because she's been staying so sick. The stress is getting to her, so.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. But if you need to have a break, you need to have a break. That's certainly understandable. Sure don't want her turning around and throwing up every time she turns around because she's got so much stress. She suffers so much from her anxiety and panic anyway. Yeah, she'll be all right though. I told her to have some peace for a little while. Just go on ahead and take that break that she needs and have some rest. She needs to take care of herself first anyway.
For sure.
Any time that any of us ends up becoming overwhelmed on YouTube, that's when it's time to just give a few days rest and stuff. It's not worth having so much anxiety and stress in your life. How are you feeling today, Marie? Oh, are you? I tell you what, Sundays I feel overwhelmed myself and I'm thinking, okay, I need to get a video out, but like I'm so busy with something else that I can't get anything done. So yeah, sometimes. I'd say that's where you struggle with getting your oxygen intake. That can cause a lot of trouble right there. If we don't breathe normal, it can make us feel tired. Maybe that's what my problem is. I don't breathe properly or something. I don't know, because I always stay tired. Boy, I miss you got tuckered out with that little bit of play. Are you still here, Julian? What's going on with your eyes?
Well, I wish you felt better, Marie.
Oh, wow. glaucoma. That makes it rough. Do you have to wear glasses now the way it is, or anything that's corrective? Oh, wow. Oh, we're in prayer with you, believing that your eyes are going to be okay. Ah, okay. I've been struggling. I mean, I'm wearing brand new prescriptions and they're progressive lenses, and I still struggle with being able to see clearly. And I'm just wondering if, absolutely, Marie, it is, it's in God's hands. Um, I'm kind of wondering whether or not it'd be a good idea going ahead and have laser done to my eyes. When I used to live in Kentucky, my eye doctor had wanted to do laser on me, but at that time, laser surgery ran close to $5,000. And it definitely wasn't in the financial balance. So, but now you can get your eyes done for around 500, 250 a piece, basically, according, of course, to the strength of your eyes. But sure, a big difference from when it came out. And so I'm kind of thinking about having laser done on my eyes because seriously, I'm tired of straining to see, even with good brand new glasses. I'm tired of it. You know, I've been wearing glasses ever since I was in first grade, and I'm grateful for them because I do like being able to see. Um, at least I see a lot better than I would without them. But it's still such a strain on my eyes. No, no cure, but definitely healing. There's a stripe on Jesus's back, even for glaucoma. Yeah.
Catherine.
You hear that? Grandpa's calling you. Grandpa's calling you. Yeah. Let's say hi. Hi. Well, that's good. Boy, this is so silent. Terry sends all her love to all of yous.
Well, send it back. Tell her I said I hope she feels better.
Um, today is the anniversary of when Christmas passed away, and that's kind of getting to her as well. It's been a year now. And somebody hit her truck while it was in the driveway.
Well, that sucks.
Absolutely. That's not good at all. And she's starting to get boxes so that she could start packing before long. Her lease is getting ready to run out in a few more months, so she's wanting to be ready ahead of time. But anyway, she's going to be taking a break for now. I do hope that she continues YouTube, but if she would happen to stop YouTube, then, I would understand that. I agree, Julian. I hope she does too. I assume it could be that Joy is just silently watching. I don't know, but yeah, Terry, she's off the board. Thank you, Julian. He had come on before, and Dylan removed him because of his title. He came on about a month ago. No, talk about Dylan. I was kind of hoping that this would be the good time for him to be able to come on, because he said it helps a lot if the times is earlier for him. But he's always so busy having to do running around helping out with the family, where his dad's got that crushed foot. They're still waiting for the bones to start developing more calcium and bones so that they can put in a cast. Right now, he's got a halo on it, and they're expecting it to be about another month before they can put a cast on it. So it's been close to about 3 months or so since Dylan's dad had the accident. That's a long time to have a halo on the foot. Okay, Marie.
This girl is out.
Yeah. She's not even budging with your loving. There we go. A little bit of a stretch.
Yep. That's her way of saying, okay, don't stop.
Yeah, who wants anybody to stop when it feels so nice? And keep playing with the hair. having to keep up with the chat to make sure that anything scrolls back on, because either StreamYard is late or YouTube is fast. I don't know. Come on, y'all. We got to get into some kind of a conversation. Julian, you're good at that. Get one started, buddy. Oh, and as far as that goes, Mark had said that him and Nikki isn't going to be able to come on so often anymore because they had been watching so much YouTube and TV. It was keeping them from doing more important things. So they're kind of not hanging around so much. That way they can keep up with their personal life. And that I can definitely understand too. It gets pretty bad if you end up paying so much attention to YouTube and TV that you don't even take care of personal business, and that's when it's time to just get off. No, they're not mad. Mark had said that there isn't anything against me or anything, and that they've just been staying on TV and YouTube so much that they wasn't taking care of more important things. So they're all right. They said periodically they'll come on when they can. At least I got you, Julian. If I lose you too, man, I'm going to have to start a new creative crew. You're the last man standing on my crew.
Hey, is Luna like chopped liver? Luna says, what about me?
Well, if she had originally helped me color the pages, yeah.
We could
Actually,
put some.
I think you ended up being on every one of the ones that I had. Yep, the 2 that's on the wall. You helped take part, and probably your name is on all the other ones too. So yeah, okay, I guess I've got 2 remaining creative crew members. Tell you what, I can't. And there's my other one. There's my baby. I've been thinking about you today, Mitch. Been thinking about you all day long, bud. And I don't know why, but I have. You've been on my mind. And no, you are not chopped liver. I thought I'd lost you completely. Or you hadn't been on no more. Good to see you, baby. How you doing? Yeah, I understand that Montana has got major snow.
Wow.
I don't remember if it was Montana or another state, but the governor had declared it being a problem. I don't remember. Anyway, a whole lot of snow. And so it was announced that it was a major problem. I don't remember what the Weather Channel had said. Yeah, well, it's been the 90s here. I went out. It was pretty well the zenith of the day, and it showed 91, but it felt more like 96 or so. Oh, is he? What's your governor's name? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not heard of him. I don't know all the candidates anyway. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of you first, Luna. You're just as guilty of all that air.
No, no, no.
uh, you know, I don't have a problem with anybody coloring their face black. What I do have is people putting people down for doing it. And if there's something that is, if there's a message that's given out by people painting their face black and it's of no respect, then I'd rather that they don't. But there's so many things that people complains about, it's not funny. And it ain't worth the complaint.
I think when I have a problem with that is that the people that are complaining are the ones that's been doing everything in the past, you know.
Now, there's a saying that my husband's got. If you spot it, you got it. There's just way too much complaints, petty stuff, petty things, and it's not worth it. It's so much aggravation over what? Just be able to get their voice heard. Well, that's what I'm saying, Mitch. The only thing that I'm against blackface is if people's painting their face in disrespect. But no, like if I was to like paint my face black for Halloween just to be in costume of being a black person, I wouldn't be doing it out of disrespect. It would be a costume that I chose. But if people's doing their face black to show disrespect, that's when I'm against it.
Amy, you'd still be called a racist.
I know.
Might
Over
be worth
over the tiniest little thing, people's racist.
I mean, it might be worth 1 million views, though.
Huh. Yeah, it wouldn't be worth the million trolls.
Oh yeah, you'd get the hate.
For sure.
Well, Mitch, I can tell you one thing. I know a lot of places, including where I live, the teachers teach you what they want to teach you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be facts.
What are you going on about, Bouncy? I know. I hear you, Catherine. I know what you're going on about.
Mom,
You're not getting your
Mom.
later. You didn't leave yourself anything to eat. Nope. Bouncy. You want to come over here and say hi to everybody? Come on, everybody wants to see you. Come on, get up here. Yeah, look. There we go. There we go.
Luna, look, there's a doggy. Luna, look.
Yeah, she
Look.
said, who cares?
Yeah, look.
There's a
What?
dog right there, Bouncy. You see that doggy? See that doggy? She says, yeah, I might see it, but I don't smell it, so I'm fine. Saw an ad for Robert Francis O'Rourke. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. He's a joke. He is an absolute joke. I don't even know why he's running. I went to my cousin's costume party as Aunt Jemima with my sides padded with pillows and my face black. I'd say you was cute. Yeah, I knew that you'd want to see her, Julian. She had finally woke up from her nap.
Amy, is that Robert O'Rourke? Is that the Republican that's running against Trump?
No, that's another Democrat. He tried to run as a senator of Texas. He ran against Cruz.
Oh, and he got hammered.
Yeah, he did.
What
That's why I don't understand why he's running for the presidency. Nobody wanted him here in Texas. What makes him think he's going to make it for president?
Well, did you hear what Wall Street said?
What?
They said that if Biden or what's Pocahontas' name there?
Elizabeth Warren.
Yes, if either one of them got the nomination, or Bernie Sanders, that they would give their vote to Trump. Well, they've said 90% tax on corporations and 75% on everybody else.
Yeah, I heard that about Sanders. That's crazy.
And get rid of oil and gas immediately.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. Like, are they going to stop driving? I doubt it.
No. And the whole thing there is, if you're making 100,000 a year and they take 75%, you make 25,000. But if you make $1 million a year and they take 90%, you still make 100,000. So who's that going to hurt?
Should the way Sanders have got it set up, if he got nominated, we'd all have to just go on ahead and leave the United States and let him be the last man standing.
Well, Mitch, your government teacher was very, very true in that. They've already threatened it. It will shut Wall Street down in a day.
I don't know if Biden would be a good excuse or not, seriously. I mean, yeah, he's like no longer there mentally, but how good would that do in the end? He's already got bad ideas if he would even be able to follow through with them.
Well, not only that, back in 2016, he did exactly what they're accusing Trump of doing.
Yeah, all that publicity going on about Biden and his son. It's coming back. It's coming back to bite him, is what it's doing.
Well, the way it sits right now is that there's no way that they have anybody that can compete against President Trump. That's why they're doing this whole impeachment thing. But that in itself is all publicity, because they'll vote for it in the House and the Senate will vote it down.
Yep. I agree, Marie. I absolutely agree.
And I think in 2024, it will be Donald Jr.
Oh, you did? Biden and Warren, huh? Yeah. Honestly, though, the way it's going, none of them's going to be nominated. It is going to be so slim for any of them to be the last man standing on the Dem side.
Oh, I hope it is Warren against Trump, Julian. First thing that he's going to bring up is how she was a professor for like 20 years online and saying she was Native American. Yes, either way, he does win.
It's kind of funny. You can almost imagine every Democrat with a noose hanging on their neck. They're walking around with that noose, but it's getting tighter. Soon it's going to start hanging.
Well, I see today that they subpoenaed Giuliani. And that's going to be another 7-8 hours on TV. That's going to be a joke.
Mm-hmm. It's all a joke, seriously. And it's not a funny joke either. It's a very maddening joke.
Well, that what's his name there? Shift, the one that's the head of the investigative committee, going on there and doing what he called parody, which was he made up his own story of the conversation that they had just for publicity.
That is not unusual.
Well, that's the only part though that makes it on the news.
Of course.
Yeah, it might be tight between Warren and Sanders, but not Bernie Sanders wouldn't stand a chance against Trump. None of them do. Yeah, he is very sneaky, Marie, but he's very smart as well.
You know what? I don't doubt that one bit, Mitch. I really don't. But I can imagine, though, because I just know that Trump is going to serve again. And I can see, once again, everybody going into their corner and closet, bawling a bucket of tears. That was so corny how everybody acted when he had won. So corny.
Well, myself and I can predict things pretty well when it comes to politics, and I'm not into politics all that much, but I can tell you from how I feel and how it's turned out in the past is that people are tired of seeing the same old story over and over, and he did this and he did that. They're not only going to get him reelected again, they're going to lose the House again.
Mm-hmm.
Because
yep.
I don't care what it is. They've spent the last 3 years doing nothing except collecting $170,000 a year.
The first time he won was the grace of God. This time it's the Dems literally pushing them away.
Exactly, because the ideas are so extreme. How are you going to get? You're going to come to someone's house and take their cows and their firearms? I don't think so.
Oh, well, let's not forget they're going to take your car away because they don't want gasoline. And just go on ahead and make your bedridden so that you don't even survive, period. Why don't we just stop breathing?
Well, Earth's going to do what Earth's going to do. We're just like a a flea on a dog when it comes to the earth. One good scratch and we're gone, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know, on my other channel, because like I said, I disguised my voice on it, and I had said this thing about the cows letting air and doing the greenhouse gas. And then I added, don't us humans let air? Aren't we just as responsible for the greenhouse gas? And there's more humans than there are cows. That is the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard, seriously. Because we're just as responsible for letting air. And if letting air is the true reason for the atmosphere changing, then oh dear.
Well, you know, since about 1975, I've been listening all the time about in 10 years, we're all going to be dead if we don't do this and we don't do that.
Yeah, it started with the ozone layer.
And we're still here.
Mm-hmm.
When something big, you know, something big's going to happen. It ain't going to be this gradual thing that everybody's in horror about, you know.
I'd say that did make you happy, Mitch. That would be something to be very proud of. Oh, really? Wow. That's another thing that's hilarious. Hillary saying that the election was stolen from her. Malarkey.
No, her party stole it from Bernie Sanders.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, what's fair is fair. Did she honestly think that she could be dishonest and knock another candidate out in order to win? That was a very fastly reaped harvest.
Well, you know, the history books, Amy, are going to say that Trump was the first president that got more done than any president with no help from the House of Representatives whatsoever.
I believe that. I really do. That is, if they honestly print it.
Yeah, that's true.
Dylan! Hey, buddy!
What's up, Dylan?
Yeah, that right there. Nobody wants a dishonest candidate.
Exactly, Julian. And a lot of that's coming out this year.
I do hope that they. I really do. But now I understand that there's a possibility that she might run in reality, even though that's kind of like more or less just hearsay. But her and her dear sweet daughter are writing a book about the power of women, or whatever the heck it is. That woman just won't quit.
I know what's one of the saying she had, nobody's above the law.
Yeah, and she thinks that she's riding easy street. It's going to come back on her. It's going to catch up, and it's going to nab her.
Well,
There's no doubt in my mind. Who knows how long it's going to take, but I know it's going to nab her. Yeah, something like that. She's trying to get more women in on voting what she considers the right way. Boy, it'd be horrible if it would be Hillary and Michelle running, and it would be one president, one vice. Take your pick who would be the vice. That would be a disaster. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that, Julie, and that was when she was asked, "Did you wipe your server clean?" And she says, "What do you mean, like with a cloth?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we're that stupid. And we
And
know she's not. The
well,
greater one said it was just about her daughter's wedding pictures and everything. Yeah, you don't delete wedding pictures. Yeah, at the moment, but we all know, don't we, Dylan? What you sow is what you reap. It's going to come back on her, every bit of it, and she's not going to like it when it does. Oh, and what you don't learn from us, you end up learning from your government teacher. Sounds to me like you've learned a lot from your teacher.
well,
Now, it's
don't
a good thing not to talk about politics. It really is. But the ones that's on here right now, I know where are at.
definitely don't believe what you hear on the 6 o'clock news because they're all biased.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I agree, Dylan, it is. It's going to be really ugly when it hits her. It's a matter of time. She thinks she's riding pretty. It's a matter of time.
What I find funny though, Amy, is every time they try to stir up something bigger and new, it seems to it seems to be like one of theirs did something worse.
Always. Always. It never fails. That's because they're not innocent. I bet every single one of them that's on the Democratic panel has got some really hideous dirt on them, not even making them worthy to be a president. Yeah, you know what? I've thought about that too, Julian. It is a wonder. But she's been in the government way too long. It's time for her to retire.
It's funny how they go into office just ordinary, everyday people, and then 9 out of 10 of them now are multimillionaires.
Okay, Marie, you take care of yourself.
Yes, take care, Marie. Much love to you. Oh, AOC, Cortez. She's quite a piece of work.
Yeah, seriously.
She knows a lot about running things, like running 8,000 Amazon jobs out of New York.
Mm-hmm.
What's very unfortunate is the last time that the voting went on for the House of Representatives, everybody wanted to vote for somebody because they were black or they were Muslim or had these crazy ideas. And that's what they got.
Yep. Love you too, Marie. Oh, honestly, I don't even know what her spot is. Her name is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And she has got all these funny little ideas, and yet she has no clue. If she was to run for president, And if she was to actually be nominated and got in, I don't even want to think about that one. She wouldn't even have the slightest clue what the heck she's doing.
Well, they all believe in socialism
I know.
and free everything. And they want to do exactly what over the past 20 or 25 years has driven all the businesses and corporations out of this country.
Yep. I don't want to see us get like that. I don't. And if they would stop and think at everything, okay, Dylan, if they would stop and think about all the chaos and misery that it had caused, even for the leaders themselves, because in the end, the leaders, it wasn't very pretty even for the leaders that done it. So, you know, they're not thinking in their right mind. And I know it all has to do with money. Every bit of it. The greed is sickening.
Right, because the rich people aren't going to be hurt by it, the 75% tax.
No.
Like I said, they're still going to make 250,000 on $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
I could live nicely on $250,000 a year. How about you?
It'd be sweet. I sure wouldn't complain. Oh, well, that's okay, Mitch.
Oh, Luna, 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 Luna. The old butt scratch. I mean, people unfortunately like to hear all these false promises and everything, and they put their heart and soul into it, and and they like to listen to a good speaker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what Obama was. But I don't. One thing they really need to be afraid of is I don't think Joe Biden was saying and doing what he was doing without Obama knowing about it.
The only reason why he was a
I
good
think it's
speaker
going
is
to
because
go.
he didn't write the speeches. Somebody else wrote them for him. He just read them off. I hate to hear that, Mitch, but it's all right, buddy.
Look, let's get a look at your face there. Yeah, while you're getting your belly scratched. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta get a shirt, Amy, that says promises made, promises kept.
That would be a good one.
Oh, I'm sure will trigger a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure.
Welcome back, Dylan. I like that one, Dylan.
Well, at least you got the bonus point right. Well, cool. Oh, wow. What do you think about that, Julian? You contributed to Mitch's bonus. That is about the only good thing about that. I think one of my favorite sayings, Dylan, is if something stinks, change it. Oh, awesome, JC. Didn't know that you left, but I'm glad you're back. Anyway, Mom had a poster of a baby, and that's what it read over top the baby. If something stinks, change it. I thought that was a good saying. Oh, are you? Are you enjoying? Are you fishing, camping, what? Well, his computer shut down, that's for sure. I don't know, it maybe, oh, sunsets are so beautiful. There we go. Now that time you really did go AWOL. What happened?
I lost my internet connection for some reason.
Mine done that yesterday when I was on Dreamweavers. Yes, I would like to see JC. I would love to see the sunset.
Oh, she has a beautiful yard.
Well, you have to consider his time zone, Mitch. For Julian, it would make it about right.
I haven't eaten yet, and it's 7 o'clock.
For my one meal, I had my curry fried nuggets, some broccoli, and some yogurt. Oh, wow. I love
Hey,
the scenery.
hey, JC.
Hello.
I love that
I left
scenery.
my
Oh
lights
my
on.
goodness, that's so gorgeous.
Left my lights on. Hold on.
Oh, it just means that you're giving a panorama.
I was trying to be careful because a bunch of teenagers went by.
Yeah, God definitely watch. But yeah, that is beautiful there.
Okay, I'll try not to slip because you can on these pine needles. Ooh.
That's okay, Mitch. You're all right. I left the link if you want to come on, Dylan. You're more than welcome.
Gonna sit right here.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, that's a beautiful view.
Okay,
Yeah,
how's that, everyone?
that is lovely. That gives me something to paint Friday. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
I can definitely do that. That won't be no problem right there.
The longer I sit out here, the more colors will show up. Sunset is at 7:14, I believe.
Very beautiful, huh, Mitch?
It's already dark here.
Reflections starting to show up on this side.
Yeah, I can't get over the beautiful shades that's showing up on that lake.
It's real quiet out here.
It sounds it. Very serene.
What's that, Luna?
Here I am.
Hey, JC.
And it's so amazing, like behind you, there's still plenty of color because of the way that the sun is coming in. So in front of you, it's like the black hue with the beautiful sun. And then behind you is the gorgeous colors. It's amazing how that goes. Such beautiful, beautiful sceneries.
This is close by where I live. It's like 5 minutes away.
What are
Ma,
you talking about?
ma.
What are you talking about? You got a lot to say right now, Catherine.
I'm going to walk up this way and make sure. I just got to keep an eye out. I don't want to say it, but sometimes there's a dog here.
I think I would too, Julian. Get a good breath of air and think freely.
I'll walk down this way a little ways.
That's a big piece of property.
These pine cones you can add to the fire. And stop for a second.
So is that like a national park or just a lake or what?
It's a state park. You can camp here. They have RVing here. They have a golf course,
Oh, cool.
places to cook. They have a screen cookhouse. Swings over there. I've been on the swings before. Bye. Okay.
Well, JC, you'll have to show us that sometime. You over there swinging.
I would right now, but right now is the best. Like I said, there's going to be more color as time goes by. Beautiful
dock. I've got as much of a fetish over docks as I do bridges.
It looks like a couple of wild peach trees right there on the edge.
Cool. Julian is asking what state this is in.
Georgia.
Nice.
Nothing to do but ride around in my brand new car. I wonder if I turn my phone sideways, would it be a bigger picture?
Yeah, it puts it in landscape mode.
Oh,
It's not flipping it for you though, unfortunately. So I guess you got to keep it in portrait mode. Shucks.
There's a button on top of my phone where you can either have that or on or off. Sometimes it gets turned off by mistake.
Ah. Yeah. I know, Julian. I'm used to mine automatically flipping for me when I turn mine. Catherine, baby, you don't get your bowl until later, honey. If you was to get it right now, you'd go hungry a lot later. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You will. You'll live. You'll live. You're okay. Now, if I let you out that door, I ain't gonna let you back in. Nope, I won't. And then you'll want in here with Mama. Yeah.
hey.
Mama can't give you
My beautiful girl. You are my beautiful girl.
Well, that wasn't the problem, though, Julian. I mean, yeah, I could put her on the bottom and let her have a wider, but it won't make no difference for what she's showing on her phone. Where she's doing the portrait mode, it would still be skinny.
That was a sweet kiss. Yes, it was. That was a sweet. Oh my gosh, and a big hug. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Luna. What's that?
Pretty good sized grill right there and a small one.
Oh, yeah.
Gee, you could put everything on a little cart and just walk right over there.
It really does look like it's a peaceful place. And those kind of places that you want to be able to be there.
I guess there's a reflection of on the clouds behind
Yeah.
the opposite way. Like there's two sunsets. No. The moon somewhere. The earth is between the sun and moon. How's that looking?
That is looking nice.
Mm.
It seems to me like Dylan isn't here. He might be fixing dinner. Well, that would kind of be something for me to paint too, an aerial shot, and just looking up through the trees at the sky. That would be cool.
There were buzzards flying by.
Yeah, I saw
I
those
don't know if you
birds.
could see them. I could hear their wings.
Wow.
That sound like Bigfoot.
You all keep on talking to one another. I am going to put this cat out to pasture, so to speak. She won't shut up until she gets a bowl. Come on.
Girl. Come here. Yes, there you
The
go.
new vehicle.
That looks nice.
Looks like it's getting brighter behind me and in front of me.
Now, JC, is that a lake there or a river?
Oh, lake.
Oh, you did? Oh, I kind of figured that you was in the chat. You want to come up on screen, Dylan? I left the link further up, but I can put it in again. Man, that is just such a beautiful scenery. Okay, I'll put the link in again for you, and then whenever you can. My mother-in-law loves sunset scenes.
I left it in my description so everybody knows I catch the sunrise or the sunset. And there's 3 different places I go to.
I love how quiet it is there. Definitely
I
enough
know.
to be able to think without being distracted. I'd say it gets pretty busy though, like when there's camping parties and stuff.
What time is it now?
So let's see, you're in Georgia. You've got Eastern time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it would be 7:19 for you.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, bud. Oh, you're wearing your mustard shirt. There you go.
This is actually not my mustard shirt. This is actually an orange shirt. I wear it around the house when I'm in my PJs, so I'm not all fancied up today.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. I've been spray painting my model car. I've had to redo it a couple times because what's happened was when I had spray painted the pearl on, I would be moving it around inside the house, and then after taking it from outside and bringing it inside, I'd be walking, and then it would fall on the ground while it was still wet, and so I had to sand it down a couple times and repaint it. So it's definitely been a patience builder, that's for sure.
There's got to be a way for you to stabilize that. That way you don't drop
Yeah.
it.
Well, what I have it on right now is a couple of lids, spray can lids, and then on under that is a piece of cardboard. It's kind of wrinkled, so it's kind of bendy a little bit. So I have to be careful on how I hold it, and can't move it around a lot. So right now it's drying, and after it dries, I'm gonna sand it lightly, very, very, very lightly, because I had went to Michael's where I had bought the spray paint and returned the other one that I had because what was happening was it had some left in it when I was using it and everything, and it started to clog and nothing would come out. And so we had tried unclogging it with some nail polish remover, and we put a pin through and a hypodermic needle, something very skinny, so that it could unclog. That still didn't do anything either. And so I went back to Michael's, returned it, and I got another can. But the thing is with this can is that for some reason there's a lot more sparkles in it than the last can. So there's a lot more paint in the last one and not a whole lot of sparkles. But this one seems to have a whole lot of sparkles. And so most of what's coming out is sparkles. So it's kind of have this uneven textured. It looks good, but it's I have to do some more work before I put the top coat on.
Right.
Yeah. And after that, I'll be able to spray paint the top black and the sides black, the extra detail work that I need to do on it. So, but I'm excited for how it's going to come out. I'm really excited. It looks beautiful there, JC.
I mean, seriously, I think I could paint that no problem.
Yeah, that would be really cool if you did, Amy.
Yeah. Oh, and Terry had an idea of what I can paint as well. She suggested I paint like a horse-drawn buggy or something with hay that would represent a hayride.
Yeah.
So that would be something new for me to paint. And so that gives me a couple ideas.
Yeah. I know it's like with certain things will give you inspiration. Like that scene is so beautiful. I could definitely see some people going there and painting that because it's like the trees are they're not bushy trees. They look good. You can see the sunset, the horizon. It's just spectacular there.
Yeah. You know what? That sound. Okay, somebody's up there and skrilling. There's feedback and everything. Anyway, that sound kind of reminds me of the soundtrack for Tron.
Yeah. There it goes again.
I do like it though. I really do.
I like it too.
You would change it. I'd miss it.
Oh no, I'm not changing it for a long time. I've always been getting comments on it. They hear it and then they stop in their tracks and what they're saying. And they're like, "Is that your phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my phone." They're so intrigued by it. So I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon.
It sounds like a lightsaber to me.
I know, huh?
That too.
Pretty cool. I think Dave downloaded that ringtone too. I think I told him it, or he found it online somehow, and it's called Vega. So if you want to download it, look up Vega or something online, and you can probably find it. It's really cool sounding. I like it.
Luna, I am your father.
Hi, Kathy.
Oh, is Kathy in here?
Kathy Hanneman, yes. She just
I
came
can't
in.
see her for some reason.
Me
I think
neither.
I need to
I'm seeing
chat
it.
from my phone. Oh, I can see. Yeah. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. For some reason, I wasn't seeing it on StreamYard. I have to pull up my
Yeah,
phone to see it.
popped up on StreamYard yet. That's why it pays to use the phone as well. How you
Yeah.
doing, Kathy?
Hello, Kathy.
Oh, Luna. What you doing?
What are you doing, Luna? Say hi.
She's like she's trying to looks like she's trying to lick something, but isn't, and she just has her tongue sticking out. Wow, she got a long tongue.
You know, you scratch her, she sticks her tongue out. You tell her she's pretty, she sticks her tongue out.
Ask for a kiss. Well, you don't have to wait for her to stick the tongue out.
Huh? Really?
She sleeps with her tongue out. Oh, see right all over my face. Oh, all over. Oh, neck kisses. Oh my God. Oh, I love her. That was a good hug, Luna. That was a good hug.
And what time did you say the sunset was? 7 what?
7:14.
It's still taking its good easy time. It's a little late, but it's still beautiful. It's
Luna
starting
is the dog, Kathy.
a little bit underneath the horizon, but not much. It's starting to get that golden hue to it now.
Yes, rest assured, Kathy, Luna is the dog.
Yep.
Why would there be something wrong with my name being Luna?
Literally, though, there would be someone out there like you who would probably have that type of name, especially with all these different things and ideas people are coming with these days.
I mean, why can't I be part of the alphabet?
That would be
Lunas
a
are
great picture to post on Instagram or something, or to have as a wallpaper with that reflection on that car. That's so beautiful.
That would be. That absolutely would be. Yeah.
You can also almost kind of say that the car looks like a pond a little bit because of the reflection of the water ahead by the trees in the background, and then the pond matching the reflection of the Jeep or whatever that vehicle is.
Toyota 4Runner.
Oh, couldn't even tell. I'm pretty good with cars too, so.
Amy, Kathy doesn't like me.
You know what? You're right, Kathy. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Giving Grandpa way wrong compliments, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Grandpa has a way of growing on you. You gotta love the old man.
I can't gnaw. All I can do is gum.
That definitely is one way of helping a stream go along. Just watch the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty.
Very peaceful from what it looks like.
Those are just so gorgeous.
It's like you couldn't get the same type of feeling and emotion that you would get from like looking at like a city scene, like where our whole bunch of buildings are. You couldn't get that same type of feeling that you could from watching that. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I see what you're getting at now, Kathy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it wouldn't be appropriate if I was doing that.
No.
What is going on?
You know,
No,
Luna gets
Kathy,
away with too much
now
crap.
that was talking about Luna slicking around and she was making sure it was the dog and not Grandpa. Hello, Susan.
Still 90 degrees out here.
Wow. That's
It
hot.
would have been uncomfortable, Kathy. I agree. How you doing, Susan?
I'm sorry I can't see the chat. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Susan.
So Kathy says, it might have been a little uncomfortable if Luna was not the dog. I'm okay, Susan. It's been a pretty good day. A fast day, which I'm grateful for. Susan's saying that she's okay, and thank you. And she's telling Grandpa and Luna hi.
Today we had done some gardening, like a little bit of pruning of some spider plants. You know, those green leafy ones that have like white down the center. Those tend to get a lot of dead leaves under the main alive branches and stuff. So we did a lot of pruning of that. We did some mother of tongue plants, some pruning of that, a lot of moving around basically today.
Come on.
Grandpa blaming Luna again.
Are you blaming Luna again, Grandpa?
No, she's the one doing all the licking, not me.
Where's Terry?
Oh, Luna.
How about a big one right there? Yeah. Oh, right there. Oh, there we go.
Wow, she's smart.
Evans.
Give me
He's in
another
a
one.
good mood.
Another
Got
one?
her
Oh,
back.
there we go.
I think I have everything I need to cook my dinner. I think I need to get a can of
No big kiss. No, a real kiss now.
Now that right there, I
Oh.
see that on my wall. I see that right there. That's it.
Oh, thank you. Just like that.
That would be
That's
a
there.
that would be a nice scene to add to your wall, Amy. That really would.
Like, I see that. That I could definitely do that one for sure.
And that honestly wouldn't be that hard to do.
Top, and then you've got your umber coming in of your gold,
Feel wet.
and then black trees in the background. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly not that hard. I think
Uh-uh.
probably the hardest part will be doing like the leaves and stuff like that. But other than that, that would be a really beautiful scene. Really
Well,
easy
that's the
to
good
do.
thing about having certain brushes that I've got. That won't be a problem right there.
Yeah.
That's got me wishing it's Friday. I'm ready.
I love you.
So you do your paintings on Fridays? For sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I almost went on ahead and done a video on painting yesterday. No live stream, just painting. But it was getting late. So
Well, if you're concerned about the time at all, if you time lapse it, people can watch it in a short amount of time if you're able to do that. Because some people, like, there's a lot of popular videos online where they like they do a hyper realistic drawing. Like, there's one of a lion, and they literally, like, within like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so, they complete the painting, and it's really cool to see it like over time in such a fast amount of time, you know?
right. But it was getting late as far as it went, me being tired.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was extra lethargic. My mind wasn't working right. I felt like a stone. I mean, yesterday was a bad day. I was
Yeah.
supposed to go shopping yesterday where I ran out to do a video Saturday, and I didn't even trust myself to drive, so hubby went and got groceries instead.
Yeah.
And usually he takes advantage of his days off to rest up so he can go back to work. But yeah. So yesterday, really, I mean, I was able to get onto Dream Reaver's live stream yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
About the only thing that I felt up to doing.
For some reason on StreamYard, the general chat went away. I can only see the private chat. So let me pull out my phone really quick. Here we go.
Well, it's possible all you gotta do is go back to the comments instead of to the private. I mean, there's the option of doing that.
Well, on my screen, the only thing that it shows is the private chat for some reason. I can't even click on the general one because it's not on my screen for some reason.
That's odd.
Yeah, that is pretty odd.
Luna gets her shout out tomorrow, Grandpa.
All right.
There you go.
Did you hear that, Luna? You get a shout out. Yeah. You get a shout out. What a kiss. Oh, and another kiss for the shout out. Give me a no, and I love you kiss. Give me a I there. Thank you. I love you too.
That's just looking prettier and prettier as the time goes.
Wow, look at that.
That is amazing. I could even see me painting that. I don't know if I want to do the lighter blue and the lighter gold or the darker blue and the darker gold. I'll have to decide on that one.
Can flip a coin.
I saw Bigfoot. I see Bigfoot.
Oh, you saw Bigfoot.
He likes peanut M&Ms, so
Mm.
guys get in.
Peanut M&Ms, yeah.
You'll find them.
She says, I can't have chocolate.
It's in Georgia, Kathy. JC's there in Georgia.
Yeah, I know Susan. He didn't come back on.
It's almost like I can see the blue on the edge of the trees in the reflection.
Yeah.
Wow. That's bad. That's bad, Susan.
Yeah.
What?
Susan is saying that Anima Papa, his life crashed twice today. Renee was doing a live stream, it crashed twice. It does, doesn't it, Julian? I'm going to be painting that Friday. That is my
Oh, yeah.
On live streams everywhere.
He must have, he's got a lot of animals. I see. Cool.
I guess all the crickets are awake now.
Man, I would have to do that in a 3-part painting. Matter of fact, that would kind of be, that's a plan right there. Start with the lighter blue and the lighter gold, and then go to the darker blue with the darker gold, and then to that, the even darker. I could do it in a 3 canvas lap so that you could see the sunset change.
Mm-hmm.
Have it hanging up in order from light to dark. If you
Yeah,
notice,
you
I
could.
got the back wall bare because my wall is covered, so I had to fix it up. So I've got another wall.
Yeah.
I got counting, and with all the paintings that I've done, I started painting in 2015, and my family's got a few, and I've sold some to my mother-in-law, and then what I've got here in the house, 35 paintings.
Wow.
And not a one has a similar scene. Even though I've got quite a few mountain scenes, they're still all different. But that's God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to come up with so many ideas if it wasn't for the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
How's it looking?
Wow.
It's dark, but the colors are still brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the dark.
The gold is almost a burning red. I can imagine the sunsets that you had there in North Carolina, Kathy. I'd say they were gorgeous. It is a lot, yeah.
So Julian says, what is your favorite painting you have made, Amy?
Well, there's one particular that I had painted, and I gave it to my ex-husband, and it was a field of flowers.
Wow.
It was just gorgeous because it wasn't like how I've done the flowers on any of these. This particular scene, you could even see that there was different layers of land, that it rolled in different directions and stuff. It wasn't just a flat plane, and it was just gorgeous. But that's one of them. But my real favorite one is this one right here. That's my absolute favorite right there.
Wow.
I mean,
That's so beautiful.
I think it would look good with a pink sky, and which it's not. Well, yeah, it's pink, but I didn't think it would look good. But with the colors that I chose, like for the pine trees and stuff, it's my absolute favorite. It came together so nice, and I love it.
What I like to do is when I see paintings and stuff, I kind of like to picture myself being there, and I could definitely see myself being there. Kind of almost like kind of like a hiking trail or like a hiking area type of a thing, or like a campsite out in the forest, mountains area type of thing. That looks really beautiful.
Oh,
Julian, thank you, Kathy. I had
You
titled this one "Mystic Land," and it really suits it. Mystic Land, I painted it September 11th of 2018. Doesn't even seem like it was that long ago. A complete
Wow,
year.
the sunset.
Luna got a monkey on her back.
What you gonna do?
I need to rest my arm.
No, Luna. Good monkey. Good monkey.
Okay, you guys know Artfully Yours with Diana?
Well, we don't have anything now, JC.
You don't know Artful? You don't know Diana?
I don't.
I do.
I should be getting my picture I bought from her, a painting from her any day now.
Oh,
Wow.
do you
And
know
that's
what
on YouTube?
or are you going to be surprised?
Oh, it was one she did during a live stream, and this particular day, it had more meaning because of the people that was in there, and it was also a time where none of the drama and BS about trolls and all this was going on.
Yeah.
Everybody was just having a good time, and that's it. And the painting and everybody was adding suggestions to the painting, and I asked her if it was for sale, and she said yes. Her sale started on the 27th, and they'll probably do a video of it. I want to do a food video and arts and craft video and what's left of my garden. We're in a day 34 drought here, so
Wow.
what's going on?
Just about don't have a sunset now. You can almost see it there.
Yeah.
You're disappearing slowly but surely.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
right back. I have to get some
Glad
clippers.
to see that. I can imagine that making your home feel peaceful. Having your mother's work in your home like that, yeah. Well, that's like my husband's grandmother. She was a painter, and we've got a lot of her work here. And she was good with her work.
All right, Amy, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna start cooking dinner.
Well, thank
And
you so much for sharing that sunset with us. That was gorgeous.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for letting me be on your live stream.
You're welcome anytime.
I'll be here in the morning. Just kidding.
I'll run it just to make sure. You have a
All
good
right,
evening, Casey.
all right, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care, JC.
Well, thank you, Julian. I really do appreciate that. I really do. Sometimes I don't see it for myself. I mean, I don't have body dyslexia or whatever the heck they call that. I don't look at myself like a lot of people do when they're losing weight, because I can see where I'm more slender, but sometimes I still don't see what others do. But I really don't have a problem with not seeing it. So yeah, that means a lot, you saying that, Julian. That encourages me. That lets me know that I'm still on the right track.
All right, go ahead. Go. Oh, Luna.
Oh wow, a close up. Get any closer, Luna, you'll be on my lap. Yes, body dysmorphia. Thank you, Kathy. There's so many of those different phobia jobby namies, and it's hard to get them. But dysmorphia, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. I didn't think you were, Julian, and I always know that you're speaking the truth, buddy. Yes, once again, thank you so much for that compliment. That really does encourage me. It does. I can't seem to shake Julian off my shirt tail. No matter whose live stream I'm on, he shows up. That's all right. He's my buddy. He can fall
Yeah.
go.
Well, he really likes watching you, which is good. It's one of your faithful watchers.
Mm-hmm. He's a good friend, that's for sure. And I am sucking up, Julian, but I'm also being honest. I love you to pieces, man. I always love it when I see you online.
You do add a lot of flavor to the chat, so definitely a good subscriber.
That's certainly. I know. You've been busy.
Dylan, what are you eating? What flavor are you adding to the chat?
Well, what I'm adding is these little almond seasoned crisps. They're in little chunks. It's like a Costco brand of like a nut mix. I think it's mostly almonds, but it's kind of like stuck together, almost like a crunchy granola bar, but just in pieces. It's more on the lines of
honey or caramel or something.
It's not caramel for sure, but I think it's like maybe a little bit of honey, something like that.
Huh.
But they were pretty good.
Oh,
They're a
it's
little bit like it's a
nice.
little salty, but it's very sweet.
Well, what else are you going to do with your time, huh, Julian?
Okay, Julian.
Go.
He does. Julian, he is such a wonderful person, seriously. Like, he can make you laugh. He can help you out in a nutshell. Like, if you've got a question of how to do something, he takes time out to look it up and tell you what you can do. And he's so curious. Tons of questions. But
Yeah.
at the same time, he's very fast. If anybody comes in and causes trouble, he's quick about it. He's one of my greater mods. Dylan's a good mod too. I trust them both. And what can I say? Overall, just one of my best. I've had him since last year. I've had him since last year too, and Grandpa.
Yeah, I was one of the people where like I would come in every once in a while, but I wouldn't come in all the time. I met Amy through James Cox. We were both trying to grow our channels at the time, and we don't go there anymore. I mean, I don't see you at James Cox because I don't go there, but I don't go to him personally because the people there are just
his
like,
live stream ended up getting too busy. You couldn't get in there edgewise anymore. It was getting too busy.
I mean, there is some good people in there, don't get me wrong, but for the majority, for the major part, there's a lot of people that are just looking for the support back. If you support them, they're like support for support, and it's even James Cox says that's not how it works. Like that's not the rules, but even his mods kind of seem like that a little bit because his moderators, they have like 1,000, couple thousand subscribers, and they'll only go to the major channels that have like at least 1,000 subscribers. Just from my personal experience, they've never come on to mine or anything. Only the other small people, and so it's like I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's like I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah, that doesn't help the smaller ones out at all.
No.
But if it had been for James Cock, I think it would have took a little longer for me to see 100 subscribers.
Yeah, me too.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, it's finally, now that my channel is finally starting to grow just a little bit from the videos that I've been doing and stuff, but I've been going up and going down, going down, going down, and going up, and it's like, I know that my videos are getting interaction, but it's just all up to the people who subscribe and unsubscribe, so.
Right. That's how it goes, though.
I know that Terry has been doing excellent with her channel.
Yeah, the last time Julian checked, she was actually, what did you say, Julian? She's like 316 now or something like that, isn't she?
Wow. Like, what is her secret? Like, she stayed at like 140 for the longest time, and now she's like, and you know who was talking about how her channel was staying at 140 for the longest time and shouted her out on her channel, but now she's blown up.
I asked her secret, and she just said that she's being herself, and I believe that, but that's what people likes.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
So Kathy wants to know what your channel is about, Dylan.
So my channel is about I do live streams on my channel. I do like things like story time, general chat, and then on the other part I do videos on model cars, like reviews of 1/18 scale model cars, and then I do Bible videos too. So it's a little bit of everything, but mostly it's been about the model cars and live streams right now. So
Really interesting the cars that he gets on there, Kathy, because they're just little toy cars, but the details on them are so fascinating. They are so close to being realistic. I like cars like that, though, that's got the details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the scale down from the ones that I've been collecting lately is the 124s. Those lack the detail that I get on the 118s. The 118s can get into greater detail because one, they're a bigger scale, and it's easier to add details onto a bigger scale than a smaller scale. And
Right.
so it's more forgiving in that type of sense where you can't do that.
You're really mastering the art of making it look like it's a real car sitting out there in a driveway or something. You're really
Thank
getting
you.
good at
Thank you.
you get those angles just right, and you almost think, hey, where'd he find a real car like that? That's so cool. And then you realize, wait a minute, no, that's the model he's going to be displaying.
Yep. Trick art.
I tell you what, it works.
Yeah,
Really
it does. It really does. For the longest time I was doing that, but now I've kind of been just showing the like the unboxing part first, and then I'll do like maybe a couple details on the car, kind of like a photography time lapse or whatever you call it, and then I get straight into the review. But I'm probably gonna have to do that pretty soon. I actually do have one right here in front of me that I'm going to unbox. I'll let you guys see it. This was $15 at Sam's Club and couldn't pass on it. So
Oh, wow, I like that. Kathy would like for you to leave a link for her.
yeah, I'll do that for you, Kathy. Oh my goodness, that message is funny.
Yeah, the sad thing is I can remove it from the phone, but I cannot remove it from StreamYard.
Amy,
Yeah.
Amy,
Yes.
I have a question. Was that person asking me or asking Luna?
I have no idea.
No, we're not wanting it to show. We're wanting to block it out. There we go. And it's still going to show it up on the stream. It's a shame. I wish there was a way to get rid of them on there. That would be nice. Oh, cool, Kathy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What scale do you know?
And as far as that goes, Grandpa, that's one of those ignoramuses.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I could tell by the name.
I just wish there was a way to get rid of them on here. I mean, you know, anybody who's enjoying it on StreamYard or whatnot, they don't want to see that either.
Welcome back, Julian.
And like I say before, I didn't know that you left, but I'm glad you're back. So he collected different sizes. Cool.
Yeah, I have different sizes too, but mostly I have more 124s than I do 118s. But lately, I've been collecting the 118s.
I'd like to get one of the Enterprise.
That would kind of be nice.
Well, they do make them.
Yeah. I'm not into Star Trek, but yeah, that would kind of be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I hate to hear that, Julian. Acne is not pleasant. I suffer from acne even now.
Yeah, I suffer from acne too. The ones that have been the most stubborn are the blackheads on my nose and in my T-zone. Those are the worst. Like it's no matter what I do, a peel off, a treatment, nothing will get rid of them. The other ones, those can go. I have some scarring and stuff from when I used to pick, but can't do anything about that now, of course.
Right.
Yeah, Julian, that's exactly what happens with my skin. I have a whole lot of scars when I was in school, I would pick if I was bored, and I mean, I'm sorry, this is going to probably get a little gross, but you have to squeeze them right. You have to pop the pimples right. There's literally a certain way to popping pimples without getting it infected. So
Yeah.
if you can't pick at it from the top.
Do a video on that.
Well, it's literally a trending thing right now. People do look that up online and watch TV shows of it and stuff, but I like you cannot pick it with your nails because under your nails is probably the most bacteria infested area of your body. So you cannot put bacteria into that pimple or unless it's going to get worse. So that air quality has stuff to do with it. What you eat has stuff to do with it, and just there's a lot of things that can affect acne.
You need to wax your nose.
Well, even there's like these things you can get at TJ Maxx, stores like that, or at Target, where it's kind of like you put a tape over your mouth, like it sticks to your skin, you leave it on for 10 minutes or so, and then once it's completely dry, you peel it off. I've tried those type of things before, but it doesn't pick up the ones that are inside, like kind of like a groove type of thing for the blackheads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom does too, Julian.
Yeah, I don't have a tool to extract them, but instead of like literally squeezing mine, I'll use the front tip of my nails and I'll just scrape until I get it to come out. I mean, it's not as bad on my skin. My skin doesn't become as inflamed and therefore I've got less scarring.
Yeah, one thing to do.
I will not allow a whitehead to remain on my face. I won't. I'm 47 years old. That's the last thing I want anybody looking at.
Totally. There's pimples, like red pimples on my forehead right now that I haven't gotten to yet, but I will not allow, like sometimes I touch my face and stuff, and then if I feel a pimple, I'll just go ahead and squeeze it right then on the spot, but it's not the proper way to do it. You have to go in front of a mirror to see exactly what you're popping. And then after you pop your face and stuff, you have to wash your face. Julian says, I've tried these charcoal strips on the bridge of my nose. Yeah, Julian, those are exactly what I've tried. And same results here. 6 out of 100.
No, actually, you're fine. You are absolutely fine, buddy.
Good thing the light hides my pimples right now.
I've seen you though when like the lighting is just right and I can tell the red inflammation on your face. So yeah.
Yeah, and that happens. I mean, even sometimes like there's certain products that can actually hurt your skin rather than helping it. I have certain face products that I like to use, like bio oil. That's one of them. And then there's this natural one that my mom had gotten a while back. It's actually like a homemade mix that she bought off of eBay. And I use that. It's kind of like a scar treatment every once in a while.
Now, believe it or not, the best stuff that I have found for my acne personally is the cheap acne facial wash from the Dollar Tree.
Wow.
Yeah. Now,
That's
I
pretty
had
interesting.
advised my son to try it, and he tried it. He said, Mom, that didn't help me at all. but that's the best stuff I have found for me. And it comes close to like the Neutrogena brand, but of course it's Dollar Tree brand. And it is out of all of the acne cleansers, that works the best.
Well, everybody's skin is different. Everybody's skin will react differently to certain products. That's just our human skin. So there's one Olay Regenerist that's like in a small little red thing with a chrome looking lid on it. I use that too, but other than that, I've barely been using the other products I have, like Murad and things like that. So I've kind of just been sticking to a couple of them, but I should be using them more often because I haven't been doing that lately. So
Yeah. Now my son, he's got very difficult acne. You can tell that his acne, they're sore. You can tell, and he has used all kinds of products to try to get rid of the acne, and there's hardly any hope. But he's still only just 16, but still, he's not really able to keep them at a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
You know the ones I'm talking about, they become huge and really seriously inflamed and sore to the touch.
Well, there is different types of acne. There's acne like mine where in certain areas it'll be red and then you'll have to like pop it or something. And then there's the type of acne that becomes so huge and it comes in like a certain area on your face, specifically like the cheeks and stuff, where it's so bad that you can't even try popping it because it's like you're trying to pop a mountain on your face, and it causes you so much pain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing that's thinking of the wrong thing. I'm thinking about hand products. Never mind. I was thinking of this old Mary Kay stuff that my mom has, and it's good for when you have dry hands.
Cystic acne.
Yeah, cystic acne. That stuff that has roots. It's almost kind of like it's like a tree type of thing. Like it's just there's roots, it spreads out and stuff. It's not like it has branches and stuff, of course, but it is painful.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to extract it from the root, or else it'll just keep coming back. Sometimes you have to get surgery for it because it's that bad and it's that difficult. But
I have watched dermatologist videos on YouTube where they have extracted the cysts, and like they don't just get the surface, they lance it and then they dig down deep and pop it from the bottom.
Yep. And there's actually you have to, when doing really big pimples and stuff, you actually have to get the stuff around it, because that, like the wall that surrounds it, because that can actually reproduce bacteria too. So you have to get every single little thing, or else it'll just keep coming back. You could get the root, but forget the wall, the pimple will come back. You could get the wall, and then you could forget the root, and it will come back.
Yeah.
So you have to get every single thing.
You have to get the core.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have watched them doing the blackhead extractions before too, and that's interesting. I rather watch them get the blackhead out than the cysts. I'm weird, but
Well, one thing that I like to watch every once in a while, it's on TLC. It's called Dr. Pimple Popper. Those shows are pretty interesting.
And when she does the work on the scalp, forget it. I'm not going there. I can watch her do like one that had a huge on the shoulder and like extractions on the cheeks and
That's
stuff.
completely different.
Scalp, forget. I can't.
I know, it's like no, those are two completely different arenas. Like those are the ones that like. Those are actually live bacteria. The other stuff is just stuff that produces over time. It's like kind of like a fat tissue a little bit, and pimples. Dr. Lee, the pimple popper, does these
Can't watch
Yep,
that.
lymphomas. Yep, that's what they're called. Yeah, she does lymphomas. Those are actually I think those are the ones that are just fat, or just the fat that develops in a specific area. But the ones where it actually pops like a pimple and juice comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Julian's asking you, Grandpa, if you still get acne.
I do occasionally, but usually it's an ingrown hair.
Yeah, sometimes I get those too.
Well, I've had ones that were like a cyst and it wouldn't pop, and when I finally got it out, it was close to a foot long.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Susan's like, oh no.
On one, I don't normally watch Dr. Pimple Popper because of the more gross stuff that she does. But there was one particular that I was watching. An elder came in and she had a huge blackhead right here by her ear. And
Oof.
it had been there for years, literally years. I think she had said around 30 years or something like that.
Wow.
Of course,
Susan.
like,
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, Susan.
we'll talk more about the paintings in a bit. But anyway, so she had to like lance a little bit underneath the skin and above the skin. And then she started to extract that. And she got that out. And it was so old, it had petrified. And she showed her, she said, "This is your blackhead." And she tapped it on her metal table and it literally was rock hard.
Wow, that's gross.
She stitched the woman back up and the woman was so happy. And honestly, it looked a lot better, but it was crazy, something like that.
I can't wait until I can get fossils on my face.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Well, you know, there was this time I got this boil, and you don't really want to hear this story.
Probably not.
I hope you don't, Susan. I hope you don't have nightmares. Hey, yeah,
Sorry,
we'll let
Julian.
Grandpa start first. He said his is gross too, so I want to hear Grandpa's. And
No,
then
you-
you can share yours, Julian.
I like to be grossed out.
I can only handle so much. I'll let you know if it gets too overbearing.
There's some things that I can't handle, but there's some things where I'm like, oh. I know you've seen it, Amy. It's this disgusting ASMR where they actually eat the most weird food the most weirdest way. They'll eat it alive. They'll eat raw meat, and it's like, that's gross.
Andrew Cameron. I can't handle watching what he eats. Hubby loves him. He loves watching Andrew. Forget it. And believe it or not, like my ex-husband, he was so sensitive to his stomach, he couldn't handle anything nasty, but yet he liked watching Andrew too. I never could figure that one out.
That's weird.
Yeah, seriously. Go on
Okay,
ahead,
Grandpa.
Julian's
Well, I had this boil once about the size of a golf ball right next to my butt crack.
Man.
Yeah, and you want to talk about being uncomfortable.
I can imagine.
Well, literally, you would have to. You couldn't even sit down comfortably.
No, and it was hard to sleep.
Wow.
So I took a hot rag as hot as I could make it, and I put it on it at night and during the night. And you want to?
Wow.
I woke up and I gagged. That's how bad it smelled, you know.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hey, at least
Well,
you got
basically, yeah. something like that. It's like a bed sore.
Ooh.
Imagine.
No, but there was a good sized hole there afterwards, Susan.
Now, not to be any grosser, but my ex-husband, he didn't have a huge boil, but somehow or another, we don't know what happened, but he ended up with a sore like that. And it was like, it took a while for me to get all the nasty out of it.
Yeah, that's something that you cannot wait years to do. That's something that you would have to do now. Like some of the people on Dr. Pimple Popper wait for years to do something. That's just something that has to get done ASAP.
I wonder if the doctor would have popped that pimple.
Probably not on TV.
They would have.
Yeah,
They would have.
that wouldn't have been aired, but I guarantee you she would have took care of that too.
Well, usually you go and they numb it up and then they lance it.
Graphic warning, and it's not about acne. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, wow, Susan.
Wow.
Right. They do that so it draws the infection out.
Right.
I used a thing called coal tar. Have you ever heard of that?
I think I have.
It looks and smells just like tar. It's called drawing stab,
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
and it works wonders.
Well, that sounds like a channel that would talk about that.
Yeah, I don't talk about women issues on my channel.
Me neither.
I'd say it did hurt him, Susan. I can only imagine. So yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Ladylike that talks about women's issues. Yes, I've not ever heard of it.
Me neither.
I mean, I've been married twice, so I've had my share of women's issues.
Two of the women on the channel got together and collected their period in jars and painted with it, and used the blood clots for texturing on the canvas and displayed them.
Wow.
And the visitors of the
Oh
museum.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
think that's
Man.
I think there's something completely wrong with that.
Give us warning.
That
definitely
is
Give us warning. Oh my gosh.
oh wow. Oh my gosh.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either. Wow,
My
that's
goodness.
disgusting.
Put it behind glass or something. My gosh.
Well, if someone gave me something like that, I'd burn it. I'd burn it. That is just completely wrong.
I agree with you, Kathy. Yeah, it is wrong.
Like there's like why is it
Amy,
that they would want to even capture that in a moment of time anyways? Like that's disgusting.
Yeah, really. What did you say, Grandpa? What'd you start to say?
I was going to say you're an artist, so would that be considered water-based?
I don't know what it'd be called.
I don't know either.
It's definitely not acrylic and it's certainly not oil. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You definitely won't catch me trying it, that's for sure.
Mm-mm. I know. I think that's just sick. I don't think that's like that's not normal. That's not normal.
For sure, there are. They'll do anything for attention.
Well,
Yeah,
How
that's got a
many
lot of
people
attention too.
unfortunately, they get a lot of attention. That's why they do it.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's not considered right or clean.
You know, I heard people for the longest time talk about this video called Two Women in a Cup, and when I looked it up, I was pretty disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound appealing, that's for sure.
No,
it's not.
no, it doesn't. Yeah, that's not, no, yeah, no morals.
What else can you say, right, Dylan? Just
I know, there's really not much you can say about that, other than yuck. It's called once a month. Oh my gosh. That is not, wow, Julian, that's not appropriate at all.
You know, maybe I should get name a pain after my sex life. I'll call it once every 10 years. Damn, people will buy anything.
They would. They really would. I can't help it. That's just,
I can see it now. You go to this art store and you're picking up and you have no clue what its base ingredients are. And when you find out, you wish you hadn't found out.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you should literally hear about this. If you want to hear something, if you want to hear something gross, you should hear what Sandra Bullock does for her facial treatment.
Oh, I can imagine.
Let me guess, it's not mayonnaise.
You want to know what it is?
If you want to share.
Well, she was on a show and she was talking about it's called the foreskin facial. So she literally, it's like in a cream form.
I'm in on that.
It's like a cream, and she's like, once you see the benefits of it, you guys would all start doing it. I'm like, that's just crazy. No way.
No.
I don't care if it gives me.
I got your back.
Julian. It's like there's no other better name for it. There's no better name for it.
There we go. Grandpa's foreskin facial. You can all be pretty like me.
That's what he said, Julian. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go back to talking about
paint. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We've gone way too far. We don't know who's going to be watching this on replay.
Yeah, it's probably best to put it on private after.
Ugh. Thanks, Julian. Okay, we've gone. We're done.
Moving on. Julian, that's going too far.
You know what? It's you pimple poppers that started this.
I had no clue where Julian was heading.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I don't know. Rich, what really did start it?
I think it was Julian. I think it was Julian's fault. Let's not even go there.
No.
Did you all used to watch Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe?
Yeah.
Did you see the one where he was working in the dog grooming place?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't see that one.
Well, dogs have a gland around the rectum.
Right.
And a lot of times it will get infected.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman showed him you go at it like this and you squeeze it like a pimple, and this thing burst right out in his hand. I mean,
burst.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, Susan. I don't know how pimples got to that.
really can. I can imagine.
I think it was just the gross discussion that
Talking
led
about
to that
things.
moved it forward so quickly.
I know. How did we go from pimples to bloody pate and Grandpa never gets any?
Don't know.
Don't laugh, Amy.
I'm good. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find something here to show the ladies. Something that's a better.
Yeah, I'm moving on for sure.
I'm doing the best I can, Dylan.
That looks nice.
This is on the wall that's right in front of me that nobody ever gets to see.
That
That's
looks
beautiful. Oh my gosh. I've never seen that one before.
Ash Creek Field, and I done that in September 22nd of
Oh,
last
go ahead, Kathy. Go ahead. That looked like great big green pimples to me. I got pimples on the brain.
Ah,
Where do you know where you got your inspiration from that?
I was thinking of ash trees and a creek. That's what I was thinking of, a creek and ash trees. And so, but the way this ended up looking, like, I always got to remember it's in the opposite direction. So like this here is supposed to be the creek, but the way it turned out, it looks more like a path.
Yeah.
And so either way you look at it, either you're walking up a path or you're watching a creek. You look at it either way.
Well,
But
from
I
when I
was thinking of ash trees and
what I thought first was a stream flowing through like a kind of like a marsh area a little bit. Kind of looked like that a little bit.
I do have the marsh plants up there, as you can see. Like
Mm-hmm.
the marsh plants. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Used to the being opposite.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember that.
You know, that's one of the beauties of art is that each individual can take what they want from it.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is so true.
I bet you never thought something so.
Here,
Trust me, that must have been real painful.
so we've got this one. And
Oh, that's cool.
I painted this one at my mother-in-law's house. She said, "You are welcome to use my paints if you want." So I sat down in her art room and I painted that.
That's
and
cool.
Nice sunny country day. Now the inspiration for this one, and I painted this August of 2015. I didn't give an actual date. But what gave me inspiration from this is there's one road that we had gone on with his parents to try out a different restaurant that they like. And the majority of the way is country. And that's what I was thinking of, that country land along that highway. And that's where I got that.
And what's that painting called?
Nice sunny country day. Nice sunny country day.
Well,
Yeah, that's actually probably one of my favorites.
you know, everybody, Julian one time ripped off his toenail and blood went everywhere, and it got so infected with pus.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, my dad has a lot of those type of. He hasn't clipped his nails in a long time, so I certainly that could start something if something went completely wrong.
Yeah.
with it.
I
You
can
know,
imagine.
I wait a long time to do my toenails, kind of like the raptor in Jurassic Park. You know,
What
I
about
clip
Jurassic?
my nails about every week and a half or so. I don't like it when they get long. It really bugs me, so I just stub them. That's
What
what
were
I do.
you saying, Grandpa, about Jurassic Park?
I said that my toenails get long enough to where I can tap them on the ground like the raptor in Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
I've
That's pretty
seen
long. That's
I've
pretty
seen
long.
some people who've let their nails grow so long where it looks like they have claws on, and it's like they're like this big and it's like that long, and it's like no, that they just took it way too far. They just took it way too
I've
far.
seen
That's
that. And
disgusting.
they can't wear shoes. They have to wear sandals. Like, come
Yeah,
on. I can see you growing your fingers long. Okay, fine. But your toenails, come on.
I know that's gross. And
I have to keep mine clipped where I go hiking a lot because like my last two nails digs into the rest of my toes and I end up with cuts and blisters from my
Mhm.
hike. So I'm always having to make sure that they're trimmed and well cornered.
Hi JC. Welcome
You
back.
have JC.
Yeah, I remember there was I think a TV show that was about it, and they literally it. I don't understand how they would enjoy having those type of nails. Like for one, it's so uncomfortable. I would think it'd be so uncomfortable for one. Two, how in the world are you going to even get rings on your fingers if you even want to wear a ring? Because it's like you have to fit it through like this long nail, and it's like I just don't understand how they enjoy it. I don't understand it.
I don't either. Can't bend your
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah, my belly gets in the way.
Well, one time, Julian, it wasn't my toenail, but like my thumb toenail or whatever, but it was like one of the far ones on. It was the one that was closest to my outer toe. I forget what happened, if I peeled it or something, or what happened, but it turned green at one point, and I peeled it off, and I didn't have a toenail there for a while, and it grew back. So that wasn't too painful, but it was kind of painful.
Well,
I can imagine.
just to let you know for future reference, whenever you have anything on your body turn green, it's not a good thing.
No, it's not. It did a little bit. It didn't bleed a lot, but I don't think it would have been to the degree that yours was, Julian. I don't think it was to the degree that yours probably was. Because wait, what toenail was it? The one that you said again? Was it the big thumb toenail or the big one, or which one was it?
He didn't mention which toenail.
Because mine was one of the smaller ones. Mine wasn't the big toenail. But I stubbed my big toenail on my left foot today, and that didn't feel good at all. That actually
never
peeled some of my nail off.
I tell you, you don't. Flowers, 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 flowers. I really never do paint flowers. Unfortunately, I never do. I had just sold my painting to my mother-in-law that did have flowers on it.
Got flowers.
Wow,
But I
that
do.
sounds fancy.
I've got this one that's got a flower bush on the corner.
Ooh,
This is one I had painted about 3 weeks ago.
I remember that one.
13.
yeah, I think so. I remember that.
The mountain.
Yeah, the one that Mitch was saying that it was too far off or something like that.
Yep.
Yep, I remember that.
Ground buffalo, black bean, chili, and cornbread. Oh, wow.
I love cornbread. Love cornbread.
I'm
You know,
not big on cornbread. I think it's too dry, but I would say ground buffalo is good.
it is, but it reminds me a lot of like moose meat. There's hardly no fat in it at all.
Thank you, Kathy. Now, I do like buffalo. I have ate buffalo jerky and buffalo cheeseburger before. I love buffalo. The one that I found to be extremely dry was elk.
mm.
Now, we've got what's called a Fuddruckers here, and they sell whole game as well as hamburger.
There's one out in Orange County, but that's probably the closest that's nearby here. And trust me, Orange County is pretty far from here. So there's one that's right by where my grandma lives. So I haven't been there before, but I know that my mom and her siblings have been there before.
Yeah, the only problem I have about them is cheesecake for dessert. All right, I'm coming.
Mm.
Ooh.
Just wait
Save
for
me
me.
a
Okay,
slice.
but I'm coming. But anyway, the only problem that I've got about the Fuddruckers is because the bread is like Kaiser roll type buns. Even with the condiments on it, it's still extra dry, and I can't stand dry bread.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, ostrich meat. That's cool.
Wow.
McDonald's is good too, Julian. Wow.
I'd like to try an ostrich egg.
Oh, I bet that would be one that would fill you up for sure. And all it'd take is one.
Yeah.
You know, over easy.
Over easy. Wow. I'd have to have mine scrambled. So there's this one. And what I done here in the lower corner, and you really can't see it down in this corner, and gold, I had put my name in hubbies to make it look like we had carved our name in the sand.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway, I done this on the 31st of August in 2015, August 31st of 15. And I just named it Tropical Beach. This one, I tried to make the flower the best I could, and I messed up. I didn't do the petals right. But this one, I put John 3:16, the scripture on it as well.
Aw.
Now, this was the only canvas I'd ever gotten that was this size. And I was thinking that it would be one of those really nice, like how on some walls you've just got a little bit of a panel of wall between a door frame and another.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this would be like something cool to put on a small panel of wall.
Yeah, that fits really well on that frame.
No,
Especially McDonald's sounds really good right now.
I know I'd like to have a couple quarter pounders of cheese.
Chili.
Yeah, a couple McDoubles and a vanilla milkshake. That sounds like a perfect meal to me with their French fries.
Hey there, buddy. How you doing, Tyler?
Hey, Tyler.
Hello, Tyler.
Now hold on just a moment. Let me scroll back up because I'm gonna make sure to answer that. Does the one you have, Amy, have old model car theme? I've never done one that is of an older nature. All what I paint basically is of like ocean scenes and landscapes. Are you talking about the paintings or a video I'd done? Because I had done a video on old cars almost a month ago. Doing pretty good, Tyler.
I'm doing okay.
Oh, okay. The Fuddruckers. In some ways, yes. They've got scenes like old license plates and autographed pictures of celebrities and like memorabilia of sport teams, and yeah, they've got all kinds of doodads that they put around the restaurant. So it kind of makes it interesting. And refreshing the page. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, the one that we've got here just has the smaller memorabilia around it. But yeah, that's neat. Now there was a restaurant in Houston called Prince's. I think it was called Prince's. Or I might be thinking of Diner 50 or whatever that was called. Anyway, one or the other, they had the front end of a car.
Oh, that's really cool.
So yeah, those are the ones that I've got up on the wall, and then I've got another one up here, but it's a thin canvas that I've got nailed through it because it's not in a framework, so I can't pull those down. This is my attempted abstract, and it's 3D.
Wow.
I call it Crossing Orbs. I've done that December 10th of 2018. It seems like it wasn't that long ago. Didn't even realize I'd done that before the turn. Yep, the Crossing Orbs. And I can imagine this being in an actual framework and hit up and put up on the wall in somebody's house.
I actually gotta go, you guys. I think my sister needs me for dinner, so I gotta head off.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to come up on the panel. I had a good time with you guys.
Have a good night, Dylan.
Thank you, Grandpa. Bye, Amy. Bye,
Bye, bye.
everybody.
You have a good night. Thank you, Tyler. Hello, wonderful life. Okay, this isn't scrolling up. There we go.
Hello, wonderful life.
Let me make sure I got that correct there. I don't want to misread my own writing. I'm going to show you this. This is my baby right here. I got this off of a calendar. That is my panda baby. I love my panda. So yeah, the one that I had given my family in Kentucky had a big field of flowers, literally. I mean, flowers galore. But yeah, I really don't have any flowers to speak of to show off. So thank you. No, I do. I love to paint. I really do. Um, it occupies my time, but it relaxes me too. And I seem to paint my best when I've got my music playing. I don't know. I almost like zone out. I think I'm a little bit more conscious minded though when I'm live streaming my painting, and that might be the reason why the ones that I've done on live stream doesn't seem as good as the ones that I haven't. But that's in my own opinion too.
She's having a dream.
Oh, yeah, she is. She sleeps good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are you? I used to watch the wrestling when Hulk Hogan was a wrestler. I don't watch it now. Thank you, Susan. Sometimes I do, especially if I'm in the car. I've got to have my station on in the car. I think it's pretty nice to be able to paint with the music on. It's just, I don't know, it really gets me into the mood and I zone out and that's when my best work is. I've heard dogs that do in their sleep.
Well, sometimes she'll run like she's in a marathon.
It's amazing. You wouldn't think the animals would have anything to dream about, but they do. My cat snores too. It was kind of funny because I always thought,
Good night, Julian.
all right, Julian, bye, buddy. Have a good night. Anyway, it was funny. The first time I heard Catherine snoring, I thought it was my husband. I thought maybe he was snoring or doing something in the bedroom or something. And I got listening closer because I always have the door closed here in the studio, so I'm not bothering him, and anything that he's watching or whatever is not coming in through video or anything. And I'm listening closely. I thought, wait a minute, that's coming from Catherine. Oh, cool. I hope you enjoy ET. Yeah, sometimes their performances go wrong. It is all choreographed, but unfortunately, it goes wrong. So, yeah. And it don't make no difference. If you want to watch real wrestling, watch college wrestlers. It don't matter. Jay. People will nitpick at everything. Uh, I tell you what, animals are interesting. Yep. I'm not talking about a little pocket Kleenex either. Be sure to have a box. It's been a long time since I even watched it. I like the saying, worry less, pray more. People would practice that, they really wouldn't have to worry as much. But then we always have to remember to leave it in God's hands once we place it there and not take it back. Oh, okay. Well, then by going to the theater, you should
Let's
watch
go.
that they cut out. They always cut pieces out for TV, do for commercials and everything, scrunch it all in a 2-hour time. But you'll get to see pieces that you never got to see. So that'll be really fascinating for you. Catherine never fails to make me laugh. She used to make me laugh more, but after we brought Bouncy home, she became serious. She stopped being so fun. They're both out of it here. I mean, I've got the door cracked so they can freely go in and out. My ladies are right here with me. They're in the studio. They give me good company. I think that's the only reason why Catherine even fights, because she's so afraid that Bouncy's going to completely take me away from her. That's cool. I wish they had something like that going on around here, which they probably do, and I just don't know about it. There's lots of theaters around here, but I don't ever check anything on them.
Well, Amy, I must go.
All right, Grandpa.
I'm gonna see if this one will go outside and do her business, and then I'm gonna make some dinner.
I'd say you're getting hungry. It was 7 o'clock when you'd said that you hadn't ate yet, and now it's going on 9 o'clock for you. So yeah, I'd say you're hungry.
Well, I've had a good time, and thank you for having me.
Always. You have a good night, Grandpa.
I will, thank you. And no, there isn't, Susan. We have the old cinema downtown, and we have a drive-in. They have a flagship in Waterville. Night, Kathy, Susan, everybody. Amy, bless you. Much love. Big hugs.
Much love to you.
Luna, say good night. Luna, hey, say good night. Say
Wake
bye
up,
bye.
say goodnight, Luna.
Say bye bye.
Girl. She
Say
says
bye.
good night. I was already asleep.
Bye, everybody. I'm gonna go back to sleep after I pee. You've got a dirty tongue. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Grandpa. I would love to go to a drive-in. The last one I went to, I had to have been maybe 11, 12 years old. I don't even know that there's any more drive-ins left. I mean, so Grandpa's got one. That's cool. Man, it would be cool to go to a drive-in again. If there are any more, they're fastly gone. It paid off for me running this early. It allowed me enough room to have more folks come in. It works out a lot better. Wow. Yeah, there isn't any around here. And the one, when I lived in Kentucky, the one that we have is actually across the river in West Virginia. There wasn't really one there in Kentucky. It was in West Virginia. And there was actually two of them, and they're both gone. Well, at least there still are some. I'd say that there are some around here somewhere in Texas, but nowhere close. That would be something for me to Google and see if there's a functioning one somewhere here in Texas. Ah, cool. You're done eating? I tell you, the sound of buffalo chili just really tantalizing. I love buffalo. I really do. I love buffalo. I'd say that was very satisfying and filling. I am going to be sure to paint that sunset. I'm considering doing 3 different individual paintings on it, the lighter hues getting to the deeper hues and the darker hues. But then again, I might just choose one of the 3. But I am definitely going to paint that, because that was a perfect scene to paint. So I really appreciate you sharing that with us, JC. That was nice. That was a pleasure. That will be beautiful for anybody who watches the replay. They'll enjoy that. All right, I'm going to go on ahead and shut this down myself. I've been staring at the screen long enough. It's starting to cause me to shake extra hard. So, but I appreciate every one of yous. I am so tickled to see you, Susan and Kathy and JC. I mean, this has been a pleasure, yins, coming over this way. I greatly appreciate it so very much. And the next time I catch you all, it might be on Terry's or maybe on Dreamweavers or on whoever. So anyway, anytime, Kathy. You all are welcome anytime. It's more than a pleasure for me to have yous on. So anyway, we are going to say good night. Thank you so much. I appreciate yous. You all have a good night.